so they're just drifting this old car around this parking lot, making a lot of noise, pretty much. And so then we went back to the apartment where my friend's girlfriend was at, and she's like, guys, you guys just got reported for gunshots in the mall parking lot for what you were doing. What happened? Welcome to episode 76 of the Scheuneman Show. As you can see, we're in different environments. We'll get into it. That's going to be a new thing. We'll get into it. But, so we'll just get into it now. We're in a bar, and a beautiful bar.
Actually, you're just saying a bar.
No, but I'll get into it.
This is much more than a bar.
I'm about to get into it, though.
Okay.
This is a beautiful bar. They call it Caddys Delight. And it's also in association with Miner 49er. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's all one thing. Yeah.
So if you show love to one or the other, you're showing love to the whole community. The community.
Yeah.
Which also is now tied to the beautiful brand of Scheuneman brand. Because this was our first sponsorship. We've mentioned it a couple of times in the last couple episodes.
Yep.
But now we're here, recording a live episode, live in the streets of Columbus at Caddys Delight, in association with Caddys Delight. Miner 49er, 69er.
Well, the thing is, too, it's much more than a bar. I
was going to say that, but you can say it if you'd like.
It's a mini golf place, which is the Miner 49er. But it's a 19-hole instead of like your typical 5-6 hole, whatever, or 9-hole. I mean, they put. Oops, I said 5.
Because you don't work here, you just know a lot about.
Oh yeah, I just know everything about this place.
Yeah.
And then they also have the virtual, which is like more of like I would think of it as like a Wii. You know, like the old good, like popping Wii in the back in the day. People used to bowl the shit out of.
Like at its prime, and then they got games. Like different kinds of games, like they got putt-putt course as well as like a golf simulation.
That's what I'm talking about. It's virtual golf. It's like a actual 19-hole golf simulator. So like if you like in an area that's not sunny all the time, it's very popular because in the winter you can't play on the field. So you come here and you play on the virtual, and it's like playing a real game of golf. I mean, you use your actual ball, and then you can use your clubs and everything like that. And
so if you're addicted to golf, come here for your help and safety. And also it's just a fun environment. And they also have mint food, mint drinks, and mint deals. Yes. Now, my favorite, as I've mentioned before, is Tequila Tuesdays because I'm a big tequila drinker. But they also, for some reason, just felt like they were nice enough to bestow upon people brisket on multiple dishes.
Brisket Friday.
And speaking of brisket, the menu just dropped,
shit,
I wanted to get into something I saw on here.
Okay.
If you don't mind. And we can edit around it if it triggers you, but I'm very curious. So, first of all, we'll end the ad here and get into the podcast, but like this menu is beautiful. There's some gems on here. But I found this one thing that I was like literally this close to ordering.
Okay. So that's a good thing.
The barbecue brisket tacos, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to hear the ingredients of the barbecue brisket tacos, and then you can tell me what might have piqued my interest?
Go ahead.
All right. Sweet barbecue brisket. Beautiful, by the way. Like barbecue, brisket, they go hand in hand. Now, the next one is called Cat's Slaw.
Yeah. You know what coleslaw is?
Yes, I know what coleslaw is, but like, is that what I'm thinking it is? Like, did she get like the coleslaw named after her?
Because she does it her way.
Okay, so it really is like cat's slaw. Did she like add any extra thing to the coleslaw to make it cat's slaw?
It's her way. Yeah.
Okay. Care to tell me what her way is, or do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't even
me.
know what goes in regular coleslaw, but
I don't either. I think it's like carrots,
I know
cabbage,
it's like creamy,
mayo.
I won't eat it by itself, but if you top it on something like a sandwich, I'll swallow it whole.
What else is on there? Because I know I've seen
on the menu.
I've seen it made a different way. The tacos. I've seen like purple onions
there's
on
sweet
it.
barbecue brisket. There's cat's slaw, her way. a side of salsa, and jalapenos, otherwise known as jalapenos.
You said jalapenos.
Those are fun. I do want to make a side note really quick before it leaves me. So as you can see, we're doing a podcast in a bar, but more than a bar. But like the danger of that, what we're doing right now, is like you were busy doing some things, and I had time, and I set up, and I don't usually do all the setting up. I'm usually the note guy. But like after I finished setting up and doing my notes, I had this chunk of time. And in that chunk of time,
You're scaring me. Would you find a secret door or something?
I got fucked up.
Oh, is that what?
So,
Hold on, I'm going to get on your level.
for people listening, if you ever plan on doing a podcast and then you want to do said podcast at a bar, just keep in mind that it takes self-control not to go into deep levels of intoxication while your producer is getting ready.
Also, we're going to get deeper into this, too. We're actually in a little side part of it. This is the pool hall. So there's a pool table next to the camera. As you can see, there's a claw machine behind you.
I speak from experience. Does your girlfriend get addicted to claw machines like it's a literal gambling addiction?
Whenever I
And
win
she
one, I
can't
have to
stop herself from trying and trying over again to get a stuffed animal?
And next thing you know, you're in debt.
Bring her here and, get the debt just racked up on this place's tab, because they support local businesses that are really just trying to do the right thing and make a way for themselves. And, that's something that you can stand behind and also let your girlfriend go into debt behind. So I fully recommend checking out the
$1 for 2 plays.
the pool hall with also an avatar
50 cent a play.
pinball machine.
So yeah, they have an avatar fucking pinball machine. And
I just want to keep going about this room, but we do have to pace ourselves. How much we just literally shove how good this bar's face, how good this bar is in the viewer's face, because they'll get a little bit full of how sick it is. So we have to pace it like a meal. You got your appetizer. Mm-hmm. We've already done the appetizer. Now we're nibbling into the entree, but we can continue into this room, and then we'll take a break into the real show that you guys tuned in for.
We also are in a fast pace right now. As you can tell, I've been kind of cutting him off because my brain is rambling right now on trying to get shit out.
I was going to say, I'm cutting you off like I am right now, because when you look at the computer like that as a producer, it scares the dog shit out of me.
Oh, I'm just making sure everything's
scary
good.
Look
We're all
the
good.
levels, but no.
Yeah. So I think we've already gotten into the entree though, but I mean,
yeah, we'll get back into it, because obviously
we could always get back into it.
People are promoting our podcast and supporting our dreams. And anyway,
I think we should get into the nitty-gritty good stuff.
We'll get into the nitty-gritty of the actual show, which it's very tempting to just go into another subject that kind of is circling around this bar as a subject, but I won't, because I wrote that as a last kind of if we have extra time and need to fill it with something, I'll bring it up.
Oh, come on.
I will just give a little hint at it, and you'll know what I'm saying, and then you'll probably agree with me that we should move on to other subjects. But I've been to this bar a couple of times because I every once in a while I'll take a couple breaks from work. Well, one break from work that lasts for a while.
He means couple.
And then I wind up hanging out here.
Yeah.
And just from 2-3 times of being here, there's already just nasty little rumors being spread about me. Let's
we're gonna
move
get past
on.
that one already. But
anyway,
that's just the fun.
I heard something while I was waiting for you to be ready, and because I was scouring the web for little news stories and things that are going on in the world.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of news, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro.
Go ahead.
But there was a car on fire in the neighborhood last night. I woke up last night to...
In your neighborhood?
Yeah, but I woke up last night to coyotes howling, which set the dog off, so it automatically woke me up.
Coyotes
also,
are little shitheads.
I was lucid dreaming, waking up.
Hold on. Don't just breeze over that. Are you really lucid dreaming? Because do you know what lucid dreaming is?
It's like where you're awake but you're not, right?
No, lucid dreaming, and this could last the whole podcast. Lucid dreaming is the most nuts skill that you could ever develop.
Bro, I was asleep, but I could hear everything around me.
Real quick. Lucid dreaming is when you are like controlling what you do in your dreams.
Oh, okay, I take that back. What is it called?
Like, for example, you'll like wake up above your physical self, see your physical self, and then like do what you want to do, like fly across the country type thing.
Oh, bro, I would love to do that.
People have like taught themselves to do it. It's like a real thing. Apparently, people claim that like if you do like these certain things to kind of practice at it, eventually you can get good enough to really lucid dream. And when you're genuinely lucid dreaming, you can like, I mean, you know what a dream's like. You can control that shit.
Yeah.
It's like making your own movie.
But I don't know how to explain it, or I don't know what it is, but I wasn't awake. I was still sleeping, but I heard everything around me. It was almost like getting to the point of getting up, but my body just wouldn't get up, and everything around me was like happening, and it was like I knew what was going on, but I wasn't up. And then I finally woke up, and then I realized that I wasn't dreaming anymore.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you were hearing like coyotes howling while you're also pretty much asleep.
Yeah.
But you kind of hear it, so you know what's going on around you, but you're like in a daze kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Were you dreaming about anything specific or?
I don't remember at this point.
Okay. So then
my dreams
coyotes are howling.
So I wake up, and then the dog's like going crazy. And dude, like it was crazy from there. I woke up and I hear loud ass banging, which I thought were gunshots.
Banging?
Yes, like boom, boom, like that.
Oh, so spoiler alert, probably like the engine fucking exploding or popping or something.
Both back tires exploded. And then I hear psh. So I'm thinking someone's breaking into cars or something, bro. And there's like fucking a big ass, metal door, so it's hard to fucking hear like clearly. Then I put my ear up, to the door, and I'm listening. I hear people talking. I hear a big ass engine just like sitting there
boiling.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was the fire truck like engine just sitting on, So you know what that sounds like, right? Like,
yeah.
And it threw me off too because I heard him rev it a little bit, which maybe that was just getting more power to the system or something, or I don't know.
Can I ask a random question?
Yeah.
Was this? Do you know? Okay, was this car also on fire with the garage?
No.
Okay.
You saw that? I downloaded Citizens app and I saw that.
Yeah. So I'm speaking to somebody and they posted on their story that there was a garage fire down the street from them. So this whole time as you're saying this story, I'm like, do you live next to like
blank blank?
Yeah.
No. So what made me really intrigued too on the Citizens app is I saw someone got stuck in an elevator.
Huh.
Yeah. So I was going through it. There was like shooting.
I've been reported on the Citizens app.
You really?
Yeah.
For what?
Twice. I believe if it still existed at this time.
Nobody reported this though.
The car fire?
Yeah.
I mean, I would. If I had the Citizens app, I'd be like, yo, there's a fucking car on fire.
I finally, at one point, I was putting my ear up to the door and I heard walkie-talkie sound. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is cops.
That's when I start like throwing away drugs and like putting stuff up my butt and all kinds of stuff.
Dude, I straight sat on all my drugs.
Yeah, like you start like swallowing things at a pace that's not healthy or safe.
You come in. We got more drinks coming in.
We've got a refill. And see, the thing about Caddys Delight is they always serve you nicely with refills whenever you need them. And their drinks are beautiful. I want to get into this signature cocktail that I call, I'm going to get this organized. But
we're really,
by the way, we're into the entree now. I'm sorry. We're really pushing it heavy. We're trying to get paid, y'all.
All right,
but,
so.
No, I want to say, before we get back into the story.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. We keep cutting each other off.
I'm trying to get the menu changed because I think this drink that I order is a mouthful. I also alter it. So I'm saying we should put somewhere on the menu or a chalkboard or something.
Make it a double. So my drink and your drink, and we call it the Scheuneman way or something.
Like, well, then you'd have to order 2 drinks at a time.
You have to. That's how you sell. That's how you
like,
upsell.
Like the Scheuneman date special or something.
Boom, the Scheuneman date special.
Because this feels like we're on a date right now.
I mean, really.
I mean, we've been on a few dates.
I'll take you to the claw machine after this.
Yeah. You can claw me after this. But,
Okay.
no, like, so let's just start with the initial idea. So there's this drink here, and it's like watermelon Red Bull with vodka. And I saw that, and I was like, probably too early to be at a bar the first time I came around here. So I was like, I do kind of need some caffeine. And I also want to, like, dull my depression.
Okay.
So that seemed like a good cocktail to order.
It's a good combination, bro.
But the thing is, I'm a tequila guy. So I was like,
switched it up from
why
vodka?
not just, instead of vodka, because vodka makes me cry, we'll get tequila.
It's too light of a liquor.
And then make it a double shot of tequila, because why not? And so I started ordering this watermelon Red Bull tequila, but instead of vodka, tequila, double shot drink, whatever. And it was good, but I could save people some words and also be sick about it and, like, have them change, like, make a special or something on the menu where instead of saying, can I get a watermelon Red Bull vodka, but I actually want tequila and make it a double, you could just say, I'm trying to figure out the name, but right now
You want it the soft way or the hard way?
all that comes to mind is like Hooly juice.
The Hooly juice?
And so I think we should just make a special where it's like Hooly juice, and then you get what I drink here. But then you came up with that genius idea of, like, making it like 2 drinks at once. So you could either get, like, it would either have to be the alcoholic special or the date special, like the Scheuneman date special or the Scheuneman alcoholic special.
Hold on.
It's one person doing 2 drinks.
I gotta look up my drink because I think it's a tequila as well.
What do you put in the comments? What you guys drink at the bar?
It is a tequila.
What's your favorite cocktail to get? Or are you a beer guy? What kind of beer? Put it in the comments and then argue about it, because that's what we need. The algorithm needs an argument.
Mine's a tequila also.
What is it?
It's Altos.
Altos.
You never had Altos?
Is that a kind of tequila or the
Yes.
cocktail?
It's a tequila.
Why is it yellow? Is it a Reposado?
I have Red Bull in there. So that's what I'm saying. This is a
Wait,
Keys way and that's a Hooly way.
Wait, so that's literally just something you
Tropical Red Bull and Altos.
made? Did you think of that, or is that on
Yeah.
the menu?
Just came out.
So one day you were just like, I want tequila and put some Red Bull.
Today, I was like, I want tequila.
I'm dead, dude. Okay, yeah. So we need to let's do that.
All right.
We'll talk with the owner because we're close.
Yeah, we're close.
And we'll get that on a chalkboard somewhere or something. Even if it's in the fucking chalkboard bathroom, that's also sick.
That's another thing about this place, which we're
really
really
gotta
quick
stop
into.
talking about this place.
No,
I
but
know I just did it, but
dude,
it's gonna fucking piss people off.
it is. But this place, they have a chalk fucking bathroom. You can write whatever you want and fucking draw penises, draw whatever.
And that's really safe, because when people get fucked up and then go to the bathroom, I'm sure they're gonna write nice things. You know,
throw up everywhere.
Who doesn't? Have you ever had to clean throw up here?
Not me, but I know someone who has.
How many times would you say per month people throw up at this location?
First time in like 4 months.
Really? This was recently?
Yeah.
Have you ever thrown up at a bar? Be honest. I'll be honest.
I've had one time where I blacked out, and I don't know if I threw up at the bar.
I've never blacked out except one time. And you know what, guys? Since you stuck through all
You're going to say I've never blacked out but one time, and I said one time.
This wasn't alcohol. It was a combination of things.
Oh, so was mine.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it wasn't like...
have you ever blacked out just from alcohol?
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. And people always talk about it, and honestly, I'm trying to get there. Speaking of blacking...
And I also mixed from hard to light liquor, too, that night.
Okay, I'm sorry. what were we talking about that got us into this conversation? Because I want to give the viewers the end of what your story was, and then we'll get into the 2 segues that I have.
Well, do you just want me to hop in to finish what I was saying?
Yeah, no, exactly.
All right, so I listened and I heard the walkie-talkie. Finally, I was like,
Oh my God, you went back like way back.
Well,
No, but do that too. Yeah, finish the last 2.
Was that what you were talking about?
No.
What were you talking about?
I had completely forgotten about that.
Oh shit! What was after that?
No, okay, finish that.
Okay, so I
By
heard
the way,
walkie-talkie.
this is just like, we'll just call this like Scheuneman Show drunk edition or something.
Oh, this is way all over the place.
But okay, finish that story about the burning car.
Well, I didn't even know there was a burning car, okay? So this whole time we're like thinking someone's breaking into the car or someone, gunshot or something. I don't know. Anything's going on, dude. And so finally go to bed, settle down, wake up. And we don't see anything on the Citizens app. I downloaded the Citizens app and we didn't see anything at all. And so we're like, what the fuck is going on? Nobody's reporting anything.
Not to cut you off, but it's the theme of the episode. I never even told how it got reported on the Citizens app.
That's what it was.
But keep going.
But okay, so we wake up and then we go outside because things to do and shit. And there's a car sitting right there with the whole ass of it on, that was burnt and popped tires.
What kind of car was it?
It was an SUV, a Nissan SUV, I think.
Yeah, fuck Nissan SUVs. It deserved to burn. So is that the end of this story?
Yeah. So let's hear about your Citizens.
Okay, so by the way, you still need to finish the other thing that I wanted you to finish. But anyway.
We'll get into that.
The time I got, yeah, we'll get to it. The time that I got reported on the Citizens app was kind of funny because it was me and my old friend. We literally went a block away from his apartment, and it was the parking lot of a mall, and this mall was really shitty. So we were in this parking lot at probably 9 or 10 p.m. and I forget it. So we were lighting off fireworks.
Not even close to July?
That's a good question. I think it was June or August. The month before or month after.
Okay.
So we just had a surplus of fireworks and couldn't wait, or we just had leftovers.
Replay the fucking video, Juice setting off the video in the fucking room, or setting off the firework in the room.
Yeah, literally back to that clip. You're the producer. You could do that. That would be sick. Yeah, and so as you can see from that episode, we don't have self-control with fireworks. So we went to this parking lot and lit off a bunch of fireworks. And then this wasn't me. I don't condone this, but at some point an American flag was burned. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really cool about it. I was not. I mean, I thumbs down from the Scheunemans about burning American flags. And then shit got a little out of hand from there, and I believe they started drifting the car around the parking lot.
With the burnt American flag?
No. The burnt American flag is already burnt.
Oh, okay.
And so they're just drifting the shitty old car around this parking lot, making a lot of noise, pretty much. And so then we went back to the apartment where my friend's girlfriend was at, and she's like, guys, you guys just got reported for gunshots in the mall parking lot for what you were doing. What happened? So they heard the fireworks and thought that it was gunshots, and then they reported it to the police on the Citizens app. And then police were swarming the area for 3 hours.
Jeez.
They thought there was gunshots.
You know what's crazy though? People on July 4th, they actually blank out their bullets. Some don't, and actually let off gunfire in the air.
There's so many dumbasses with guns. I bet 5% of them actually are smart enough, and this still isn't even smart, to put blanks in their bullet, use blanks as bullets instead of regular, because I've seen so many people just shooting regular ass guns with regular ass bullets into the sky on July 4th, or even worse, people, you know what a switch is?
Yes, I know what a switch is.
Okay, so
it's so illegal.
Yeah, and people will just get a switch. I've seen videos of people not even pointing at the sky, pointing off towards the highway. but they're like far away from it, so they think that it's like chill.
Jeez. Yeah.
It's insane, dude. And I saw this one video of this guy had like a little Glock, and this older dude walked up to him, and they didn't record before this, but pretty much it seems like he saw him waving his gun around and then walked up to him and was like, "Hey, bro, let me see that." And he's like, "Oh, bro, it's just a little Glock, whatever," and then hands it to him, and he's like, "You ain't getting this back, bro." And then
I've seen a couple of videos like that.
And then this dude was like, "What the fuck you mean? I'm going to get my boys up here." I'm like, "What the fuck you mean?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude, you don't know how to handle a gun. This is stupid. You're stupid."
Yeah.
And then at some point he was like, "You know what I'll do? I'll give you the gun back without the clip." And he's like, "Bro, you giving me all that?" And he's like, "Nah." And then he just completely bitches him.
Yeah.
Because dudes will just grab a gun and just act like they know what the fuck they're doing when they don't, and just be dumb about it.
Yeah.
And not to mention, dude, I have to say this. This guy handed him the gun. Like you would probably hand a gun to somebody, like hand on the barrel, hand it to them.
Yeah, like
to grab
almost
the
handing
handle.
a knife. You hold the blade.
Type shit. And this guy, dude, lays it in his hand. Like, not even gripping it. He just lays it in his hand because it's so small, and then just, like, kind of hovers it over to him. Like, to, like, take out of my palm.
Yeah.
It was, like, the dumbest way to even give somebody your gun that you shouldn't ever be giving somebody. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody asks for your gun, how dumb are you to be like a stranger, how dumb are you to be like, "Oh, yeah, here you go."
Well, you had the magazine.
Yeah, so he totally bitched him. But anyway... Damn, bro, we got ourselves in the weeds. The story you were telling was about a guy who threw up in the bar.
Oh, no, you asked me about that. How many? I don't know really much about that, honestly. I heard of it, and someone had to go clean it up.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't here, but yeah, you asked if how many times it happens in a monthly.
You remember in school where they would put like sawdust on it or some shit like that? Like they would like sprinkle this powder on a pile of throw up.
Speaking of school, I heard, this is no judgment. I know this is gonna sound like I'm being
feel free,
but I'm not. I mean, do what you do. I love you for who you are. You know, like I don't judge. I'm the least to judge. But there's a school that my step-pops told me. He knows a guy that his kids go there. They put a litter box in there for furries to poop in or pee
Where
in.
is the school? Fucking
I don't know
Narnia?
exactly where it is. He said,
"Holy shit." I said, "Where's the school? Fucking Narnia?"
I don't know, bro. You might walk through and next thing you know, it's a closet and you walk through that and there's that. But
this is a touchy subject because
that's why I said I don't
of me
judge
is
me
like,
or anything.
guys, furries, like I think it's allowed to say this. Like,
I know people with no pronouns and stuff, and I don't judge.
no, that's totally sure. Go ahead, that's fine. I don't care. But like, furries, you're gonna make a litter box for furries? Like, what are you at a school?
Imagine being the janitor and you have to get a big pooper scooper and scoop all that out.
I've seen a cat piss in the toilet. It can do that. So the furry, oh my! Imagine the litter box is just how you would do a regular cat litter box, and like it's just in the corner of the class, and it's like the guy's like squatting, pissing.
That's almost like, I don't know, like
That doesn't sit
right.
Like some super liberal, super like left, like ultra left leaning person that's like, we have to make sure everybody's okay. Like, dude, what? That's insane.
I mean, kudos at school for actually doing it and stuff like that.
Speaking of furries, there was this one time, I have two furry stories, believe it or not. One time I was at school, and this might be frowned upon today, but this was like years ago. I was at school, and I don't know why I did this. I may have just wanted to I used to be a shitty kid. I would want to fuck with teachers randomly, and I walked up to a teacher, and
Make school fun.
I was like, I am a turkey. I need a restroom.
Bro.
I need a restroom for turkey needs. Like something like that. I told them I was an animal and I need to go to the bathroom because I was an animal.
There's this funny ass go.
And then this school was like attached to another school.
Yeah.
And so they walked me through the school into the next school.
Are you talking about the school that has elementary kids in it? Or like
I don't know. It was academy.
Yeah, I know. There's like a high schooler part, and then they're younger kids, aren't they, through the other side?
All I know is they literally led me to a bathroom that they felt like would like be ideal for my needs as a turkey.
They put you in the corner?
It was like a special bathroom that I guess was like anything proof. You know what I mean? Like just
Dude,
anybody
I remember
can
going, and they literally allowed boys and girls in either or bathroom, even though it was specifically a girls' bathroom and specifically a boys' bathroom. And I used to go in the females' bathroom just to fuck around all the time.
I'm dead. Dude, I wish... Never mind. And there was another furry time where when I used to work at McDonald's, which I have a theory about McDonald's, and I'll get into that. But when I was working at McDonald's, apparently it was like right next to a... what do they call it? Like a... I want to say community center, but I know that's not the word. It was like a big building where they would have events, and I can't think of the word. But anyway,
I don't know.
Next to a building like that, and apparently every couple of years or every year, there was a specific time where people expected this event to be happening so that we would be prepped at McDonald's to make a whole lot of food for the people coming in from the event.
Okay.
And the event was a furry a convention center.
Okay, yeah.
It was a furry convention.
Okay.
And so one day, working at McDonald's, we got filled with furries. Like foxes and bunnies and dogs and cats just walking in full garb, full cat garb to get their Big Macs. Because, cats eat Big Macs. And
I've never fed my cat a fucking Big Mac.
It would die. Dude. I think I've told this story literally like a week or two ago, but I ate a Big Mac after not eating for like 3 days, and it made me so
I ate one
sick.
recently.
It made me so
I was craving it, though.
Wait, what did you say?
I ate one recently, but I was craving it, though.
Well, when your stomach's ready, we're Americans that are disgusting. We can handle it, but... my stomach had not ate like anything.
Can we go back to that though? Do you know how nasty like we can be, bro? Like,
dude, nasty.
Like
nasty. It gets bad, dude. Do you know like we eat so much food? We eat so much food in one meal. Like some people get that in a week.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of just what I've done recently. Dude, last night, I had just gotten groceries, and I was like, I'm fucking hungry. I'm going to eat some food. And I was watching a cooking show, which it gets dangerous when you're watching a cooking show. Little buzzed, little hungry, really hungry.
Yeah.
I made like 8 mozzarella sticks.
Oh, but mozzies are so good.
And then, this is just me, dude. And then I made a bowl of pasta. All right? So I made all that at once.
Okay.
Ate it as a meal, right?
Yeah.
Felt good about myself. After that...
you were constipated.
No, dude, not even close. I ate a ice cream cookie sandwich. Which, by the way, amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, also...
by the way, he left one in my fucking car.
Yeah, dude, did that just completely melt? Like, it was probably just liquid.
Just a bag of sauce.
Yeah, dude. Did you keep it?
Yeah, I just framed it and I hung it up on my wall.
Sick. So, and then I ate, like, one of those, like a ice cream cookie sandwich, and then I was like, my fat ass is still hungry. And at some point, I'll be honest, I did, like... go into a coma and then wake up like an hour and a half later.
Okay.
But then when I woke up, I ate chips and dip. Buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, buffalo chicken
Dude,
dip,
it
bro. That
was
sounds
so
so
good.
good.
And if you would come home every now and then, it's there right now. And then after that, I had like 3 mini little cupcakes.
Dude, you're going all out.
Yeah, I was depressed. So I ate full like a bastard.
Yeah.
And some people like would be lucky to get half of that in a week.
The way you put it like that just sounds so just.
Speaking of, somebody just got stabbed at a McDonald's over sweet and sour sauce.
For not having it?
No, like 2 guys. I think like this group of kids came from a different state after a party, and then like got off on the highway to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, quick stop.
And then they took a stop at McDonald's, and I think that like probably the people in front of them got like the last sweet and sour sauce, because they ended up stabbing them over a sauce dispute.
Stabbing the people in front of them or a coworker?
In front of them.
Or a worker?
I don't think it said employees. I read the whole story. It was like these 2 customers got into a dispute over sauce. How the fuck you need so many drinks to be like, I'm going to stab
you
guy.
for some sauce.
I want sweet and sour sauce right now. Right now. By the way, hold on. What time is it?
5:55.
We got about 10 minutes left. I don't know what time we're at in the podcast.
36. We're going good. We're going strong. I mean, it's
okay,
not
so
typical,
I'll let you guys in on a little backstory. We're at Caddys Delight. Check it out. And,
yeah.
So the reason we were going to do this eventually, and we'll probably do it again.
For sure.
The reason I came here to do the podcast this week was because I'm in a rush to get someplace to a concert. It starts about 6:30. I don't think I told you this yet.
No, you didn't tell me, you fuck.
So I don't know if this name will ring a bell. But as soon as I finish this podcast, I am immediately going or continuing pregame for Odessa. You know Odessa?
EDM artist.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to see them at Nationwide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, tonight. And dude,
I don't know if it's pronounced like that though.
I'm
Odessa
so glad
Odessa?
you said this, because every time I go to tell somebody about it, I'm like, Odessa. Like, I don't know. I'm new to it, so.
But it is the EDM artist I'm thinking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're big.
They are very big.
So the funny thing was, like, I was hanging out with Cole, and we were just like, I don't know, shooting the shit. And for some reason, the subject came up of like, let's see if there's any shows this weekend.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, Odessa's coming here? Let's just say it's Odessa. I don't know. There's a Z in there.
Yeah, there is a Z in there.
And so we were like, I was like, check it out. Because we wanted to like do something this week or weekend. And then he's like, it's going to be so expensive. And then he finds it.
$20?
Like $30.
Yeah.
But nosebleeds. Because it's a nationwide stadium. Like that's where I saw Post Malone.
There's gonna be a riot. You're gonna get pushed to the front. You'll be fine. And
that's the floor though.
Oh, you're not on the floor.
I'm in nosebleeds.
Oh,
like I'm in like seats.
See, yeah.
So I don't know if this is a great idea.
Just
to talk
get up
about,
and
but, like,
fucking go out.
We were talking about doing like rave things, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how rave things will be in seats. You know what I mean?
Backflip. Someone be like, "Whoa, push this motherfucker!"
Like standing up on the like, hey.
Throw a fucking glass at the group.
Yeah, so like it was kind of a tight squeeze with time, and you got off some other place that you totally don't work here, and like you got off somewhere like literally 20 minutes ago type shit, and I was like, if we do it at my studio,
it's not gonna happen.
It would be too late. So I just came to you with all the equipment.
It kind of worked out, but it didn't. And
technically, the show starts at about 6:30, I believe. But they got openers and everything.
Nationwide's not too far from here.
Well, I probably got to go all the way back to Westerville and then go to.
You got to pick them up?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So I would.
But then again, it's like It's openers. Like, what's
Yeah,
the
it's
big
gonna take
deal?
like 15 minutes
We
anyway for
have
them to get
like
in.
seats already picked out.
Yeah.
We gotta, that's the only issue is we also have to like pregame. I'm debating what pregame is going to consist of tonight because
You know Cole's got the pregame motivation and
yeah,
pregame key.
I so want to know the legality of podcasts because like there's things that wouldn't think would be an issue, but I
Actually,
just don't know.
I really want to know too, and that would be great if people commented on what they wanted to hear, what they
Not only that, but I'm saying like, let's just say like hypothetically, say I was like going to this rave and debating whether or not I should do Molly, like
Oh, you're talking.
like.
I mean, Molly's probably the best thing to do there. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie
that's
to you.
the thing. It's like I'm really like hypothetically, that's the situation I'm in, and I'm really debating whether or not like that should be a part of the pregame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get approval hypothetically.
Let's be scientific MDMA.
Find me a Odessa fucking fucked up.
I think that's right, Odessa.
Hold on. We're not done?
No,
Give me
we're
like
not.
30 seconds because I have to take a piss so bad. Like so
It's gonna
bad.
be more than 30 seconds.
No,
You don't want
no,
to finish it off?
Watch me, bro. No, I'm coming back. We have to finish this. I don't care if I'm late.
So we're back.
I just ordered another drink with a full drink.
I ordered another one too. Oh, you have a full drink? I'm down too. I drink these like candy.
Well, this seems safe to say. Before the show started, I was waiting for you, and I had these cut waters in my car because I'm pre-gaming for the concert afterwards. And I went to go bring them in, and they were like, "You can't bring outside drinks in here." Where's my phone?
Don't say that.
Oh.
All right, so you can't bring outside drinks in here. So you brought the inside drinks out.
Hey, I'm on the way. All right, sick. Same.
This motherfucker is crazy.
We'll get there. All right, see you soon. Bye. All right, sick. So, he's fucked up. He doesn't care when we get to the concert. What was I saying?
So you brought outside drinks in when you should have brought
I was
inside
like,
drinks
I'll
out.
bring these cut waters in because they sell cut waters here. By the way, check out Caddys Delight. They have all kinds of cut waters if you want any kind of cut waters.
This is the longest promotion you guys have ever
Dude,
seen.
it's the longest fucking promotion, and if you think any podcast can promote a brand or a company any better, then you can go suck my fucking and beat that actually. And then listen, like I'm coming to you. There's a couple brands.
Why are you
that I'm
pointing,
coming
bro?
for.
It's it's
Dude,
bad
I'm
to
being
point.
aggressive right now. We're promoting.
He's
so
had too many to drink.
good.
Don't judge him.
All right, listen.
Full drink, ordering
What was
drinks.
I talking? Oh yeah, it's the cut waters.
Second time.
I was gonna bring them in because I drink cut waters on the podcast sometimes, and they sell them here. and so they were like, "You can't do." Oh, thank you so much. See, the servers at Caddys Delight are so nice. Can I get something written on like a chalkboard or like a menu, like my special recipe for this drink, please? Like a signature cocktail.
You want a double tequila?
Yeah,
Watermelon,
Red Bull. Yeah.
on a chalkboard.
And
Or a menu. I'd
also-
prefer the menu, but I'm assuming I can't get that far yet.
And a tropical.
What?
And a tropical.
But
Tropical?
Double tequila and a tropical.
but
Oh, you got tropical before?
Yeah.
I had a regular Red Bull.
That was regular?
I'm dead. But wait, so can I
That's why it was
I get
ass.
on a chalkboard?
I'm just playing. It was actually
You
better.
can get it on a chalkboard.
You heard it first here. Sick. All right. Muchas gracias. What was I talking about? No, I'm just kidding. No, so yeah,
Third time.
They said I couldn't bring my own cut waters here. You got to buy them here. But it's okay. They give you a good deal. And
I just want to know how she put regular in my drink and it was still better than the other.
I want to know how you drank the whole thing and didn't know it was regular. Oh,
It was still yellow.
You got Huli juice?
Well, I got my tequila and same mixer.
You just switched the tequila?
No, I got the same tequila and switched the mixer.
What is the mixer?
So the mixer was tropical.
No, what is it now?
It's watermelon.
So you have Hooli juice.
Yeah, I guess so.
I just asked.
But it's not the same Hooli. It's not
All right,
the same.
Marquise, let's switch. We need to change the subject. Have you ever tried Kratom before?
No.
Dude, so there was...
Were you on Mars?
The other day, I'll be honest, I was like, we went to this Red Bull event. I haven't talked about this yet.
Red Bull event.
Yeah, so Red Bull does this event. And
Red Bull sponsor Scheuneman?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. And so in Cincinnati, they do this event. I believe every year it's in Cincinnati.
Better
where
than watermelon.
like groups of people like build these crafts that are like gliders almost, like things with wings type shit.
Okay.
And then they jump off.
You talking about the water? I watched videos.
Yeah, where they jump off like a cliff or a boat, and then they try to glide as far as they can. So we went to that.
What?
Yeah, and it was pretty sick.
Asshole's tight.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And oh yeah, so on the way,
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
so yeah, we went to go see that, and it was really packed. Like, it was kind of hard to get like a good view, and it was super sunny. But like, we enjoyed a bit of it. We watched like the 72-year-old guy jump off with his own glider.
72-year-old. Was it Bob?
Yeah, it was pretty much Bob. And then like we watched this like stupid ass frat do it, and you know, I hate frats. We'll get into it in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And so these people were like gliding off this boat into the river. I don't know what river it was, and it was like on the little coast in Cincinnati. It was kind of fun. It was a little adventure. And then on our way back, we were like, all right, let's stop somewhere. We went to Yellow Springs.
Okay.
But on the way to Yellow Springs, we stopped at this gas station. And at this gas station, they were selling Kratom.
Was it Come and Go?
No, a Come and Go's sick, and that's in Colorado, and you know that's a real thing, right?
I went to one.
Yeah, Come and Go, dude. What? And they spell it with a K, which is
Yeah.
like, you guys know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, big time.
And so we stopped at this gas station. I got like a slush puppy.
A slush puppy, not
Yeah,
a
like,
hush puppy, but
no,
a
a
slush
slushy.
puppy.
That's a thing, isn't it? It's a slushy. They call them slush puppies.
I don't know.
I think.
I know what a hush puppy is.
There's a puppy on the thing. Anyway, so when we're checking out, I see they have Kratom, and I've always been like curious.
Sorry, it's very distracting. Scene.
Yeah. And then so I was like, Cole, do you ever wonder what this is like? And he's like, yeah, get it. I was like, really? And I was like, yeah.
Okay.
So I got a thing of it,
Uh-oh.
just out of curiosity. It was like $15.
Yeah.
We take a couple, do some research, end up finding out, I'll just be brief with it, this drug is going to be illegal in like 5 years. I put money on it. It's practically like an opiate.
Really?
Yeah. It was the weirdest thing, dude, because I took it and started feeling like loose. Like, dude, it's supposed to like fix pain, fix anxiety, blah 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 blah. And then like when you read about it, they'll be like, if you take like 15 pills, you'll feel like you're on a opiate. Like, but it's weird, dude.
But like you can legally.
You can buy it. You right now could go to a BP and buy it. And I was like, I didn't know this going into it. I was just curious because I've always heard like athletes talk about it. I've heard all kinds of people talk about it. And I was just like randomly like, yo, Cole, you want to like see what this is like? And then dude, it's the weirdest thing. And it's like.
Would you recommend? Be honest.
Be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like it's addictive.
You think so?
No, it is. Like you
I don't feel like I have an addictive personality though.
I do. I do.
That's the difference. I mean, I've tried things once and was just like, nah.
Well, here I say that because, like, scientific research proves it is addictive, and also like if you say you took 10 every day for like
That's a lot.
2-3 weeks.
How much does it burn a hole in your
Average
pocket?
By the way, I've had it twice, so don't give me shit. But like the average kratom user apparently takes like 15 capsules for one dose.
How much is it?
What do you mean?
How much? If you go to your local BP, how much are you paying for one?
So the one that I got,
Or does it come in packs?
the one that I got was $15 for like 60 capsules, and each capsule has half a gram. And euphoric dose of kratom
Yeah.
is 6 to 8 grams, somewhere between there.
So you take.
So you're taking like 12 to 14 pills in one go.
What's the most you've taken? If you don't want to disclose, you don't have to.
The reason I'm talking about this, guys, is because
It's legal. You
I
can
was
buy it.
curious about it. I tried it out of curiosity, and then I also did what I'm about to tell you. Other than that, I think the shit's kind of strange, and I'm not over here saying, guys, kratom. Like I'm not like
Kratom!
but I've used it a total of like 3 times.
Why is the number escalating?
Because so there's the first time I did it, I
Okay.
took 2 capsules because I didn't
Only
know,
2 from
yeah,
the
because
first
I didn't
time.
know what
And you
anything
felt
about
something?
it because that was out of curiosity.
Okay.
So when I took 2, I thought that I felt like loose. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like relaxed, kind of.
Yeah.
Did research, found out what most people take to get the real quote unquote effects of kratom are, and like I've realized that a fucking guy that's trying to get euphoria off of kratom will take like 14 pills. Thought that was crazy. Took 4 second time,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I think I'm kind of getting it.
Yeah.
And then, like, because I had spent the
After
money.
that, you took the whole
Because I had
60.
spent the money, and I still had some left over. Third and final time, I was like, all
Fuck
right,
it, 25
we're never.
is
I was
it.
like, we're probably never gonna do this ever again. So like, let's figure out what they're talking about, right? So I took 12, and I got it. I got it. I understand now.
You're a loosey
Dude,
goosey.
I was drinking and I took 12 because I.
Are you supposed to drink on them though?
I don't know.
Did you read the pill bottle?
It doesn't.
Did you read
dude,
the-
It's not FDA. Like they're not in it. Like I'm telling you, eventually this shit will be illegal. That's why I wanted to try it.
Speaking of doing something and not really reading, I feel like don't judge. Everybody goes through their moments. Ugh, there's a hair in my mouth. I took X for a week straight,
That was nuts. I remember that.
and then I looked it up on when you're supposed to take X, and it says once every 3 months.
Yeah, I remember you. I think I even told you because I'll tell you a real life story if we can get into this a little bit because this was only a week period of time for you.
Yeah.
And I think you were new to it.
Like, that's why I said I don't think I have a addictive personality because I easily was like, damn, like, what am I doing? I need to quit right there.
Yeah, so you had taken it for like the first or second or something time, and then
Gave
you
me
were
the
like,
Molly
You
feel.
were like, I really like this.
MDMA feel.
And then I remember not hearing from you for like 3 to 4 days. And then on like the 3rd or 4th day, you were like, yo, do you think this is like cool? And I was like, well, like chill, like, is it okay? And I was like, what's up? And you were like, I've taken Molly for the past X for like the past 8 days. And I was like, what? I was like, dude, you're going to have the worst come down of your life. By the
I've
way,
never
what was
had
that like?
I've never had something as a come down as worse as like Acid.
Yeah.
Literally.
I have a story about
Acid,
that.
every time I've taken it, the come down is so depressing.
It's so bad. There was this one night I did acid, and the next morning, like at 10 or 11 a.m., I had to go into work, do like a double. I'm not kidding. This was back when I worked at McDonald's. I was like taking an order, and then as soon as I would stop taking the order, I would like cry.
Yeah, it just hits you.
And then I would like wipe the tears, get the money.
I'm okay. I'm a man. I gotta man it up.
Cry until the next order. Like for 6 hours, I was like, my life is so sad. I was just like,
What does that to you though?
it's because your serotonin, I believe,
Yeah.
is so depleted. You've used up like all of these
Off
happy.
that one tab though.
Yeah, because what the tab does, and this is a dumb person's way of explaining it, is what the tab does is like happy, 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 happy. It hits that receptor over and over again hard, and then when it wears off, your brain's like, oh shit, like it's drained.
This is reality.
It's drained of all that like receptor hitting.
Yeah.
Where you're not getting your serotonin like super fucking amped up, and then you're like coming down to the point of like reality.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I was super happy then, and now I'm like this now, and it's such a difference. So your brain is just like
Yeah.
it doesn't know what to do.
Hey, buddy. I really hate to cut you off, but it's 6:17.
I know. I've been
Okay. Let's
so
keep going.
We're gonna finish up soon. But yeah, I'm trying to think what do we want to do for this next little thing. I will say
I really want to show this jacket off at the ending.
well, it's a prototype.
I don't give a fuck.
It's not. It's literally there's supposed to be
The logo.
the logo's
At least
sick,
the back of the
but
logo.
it's just funny to me because
At
like
the
I'm
end.
looking at it and it's like I designed it to be a certain way and it's missing these so many components that it's like.
It's gotta be.
I mean, it's a nice. If it was perfected, it would be a really sick jacket, but it's not.
It's
These
the one and
pants are
only.
Sick though. I'm super fan of these pants.
Them pants, though.
Yeah, I don't even
I
remember.
really
I don't even remember where I got them, but like,
I really want to see the full complete. Is your phone broken yet?
I think there's like a Ziploc. I mean, the Ziploc.
A Ziploc? You got a Ziploc?
I think there's like a zip-up hoodie that goes with it.
Yeah, I
but
think so too.
I haven't really looked on their website yet, but
yeah.
Anyway,
Speaking of websites,
I'm pissed at Oliver Tree. This is a
What?
quick little thing. I'm so pissed because he has this new song that he's been teasing, and he did this thing, the little motherfucker. He was like, I'm going to release the song / music video at a certain amount of views or a certain amount of comments on this post.
did he hit the?
He was
certain
like,
amount?
I will release the music video at 10,000 comments.
Oh, I know he hit 10,000.
And then he hit
comments.
10,000, and he edited the post to be 25,000. And he was like, we're almost there, guys. 25,000 comments. We can do it. Gets 25,000 comments.
He did not edit
He
it. Again.
changes it to 50.
Oh my!
And I'm like, dude, fuck you. I want the song. It's Essence by Oliver Tree. And by the time this is released, it better be out. But he was pissing me off.
I've had too many drinks.
Yeah, no, I'm about to finish. Oh my God.
I think this is the drunkest we've been on the podcast.
One down.
Dude, that was more than halfway.
All right,
How
guys.
did you just sit that all the way?
Let's go a little speed round, then we gotta go, guys.
Yeah, he's got to get to a concert.
All right, since you
Okay,
talked about ecstasy, I'll talk about this little thing. I was rewatching our podcast the other day.
I love it.
Dude, it actually going back on it every now and then makes me real happy.
I love it.
I went to the first episode.
No way.
It blew me away. Because can you believe the first episode? I don't know if you remember the story. The first episode we ever recorded was a couple of nights after I got pulled over and hit by that police car.
For marijuana?
No, when I got pulled over and I was sitting in the police car and then another drunk driver, or not
Oh,
another.
hit? Yes,
Hit
I
me.
remember that. Yes.
It was nights after that.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird. It's been that long?
That seems like nothing. It's been like a year and some change.
You can do a lot in a year, my boy.
Yeah, like. Oh,
Don't even.
I almost.
Too
said-
many to drink. Don't do it.
Do you know what I was? Oh,
You might. I can bleep
I
it.
wouldn't regret it. Oh, you want to bleep it? Yeah, bleep it. It'll
All
be
right.
funny.
What is it? Why do I need to bleep that?
Bleep this too. Fucking. You gotta bleep that. Dude, isn't that nuts? No. A year ago, we were recording an episode. The first time we bleep all this.
Bro, no, just stop. Just stop this. We don't have time for this.
Now, like, isn't that nuts? That would be funny though for the viewers. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Bro,
Right?
I'm shocked.
That's insane, isn't it? Anyway, so that night, I told the first episode. I told the story of leaving a hotel party and going to my house to go pick up some like weed or whatever. And on our way there, we get pulled over. And I told this story, and I'll tell it again. But I remember rewatching it the other day, and I was like, dude, you've gotten so much better at telling a story. Because dude, it took me like 10 minutes to get past like 2 minutes of the story. But so we got pulled over, and by the way, it's all said and done now, so I can talk about it.
Oh yeah.
We got pulled over on the way to my house to go pick up some weed. We had smoked like hours before leaving the hotel party to go get the
I
weed.
remember that hotel like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I do too, unfortunately. And so we left to go get some weed, and we're driving down like High Street, like through campus, like the hot part of High Street, by all like the clubs and the bars and shit.
Yeah.
And this
was the
motherfucker
middle of
that's
town.
driving is like dancing while he's driving, which just makes the car swerve. Yeah. So a Columbus cop pulls us over, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat like, thank God, I'm not driving fucked up.
Fuck yeah.
I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I have my medical card. Like I can't even be high right now. I was like chilling.
Yeah.
Cops come up to both of the windows. They're like, what the fuck? What are you doing? You're driving fucked up. This car smells like weed, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I didn't do nothing wrong.
I'm chill. I got my
He
medical.
comes up to the window. He's like, all right, like, you guys need to step out. And so we step out of the car, and he, like, gets our IDs and everything, puts us in separate cop cars. And I'm sitting there like, I mean, this is annoying and some bullshit, but, like, I'm going to be Gucci.
Yeah.
And then, feeling bad for my friend a little bit, but whatever. And I'm sitting in the back of the cop car, and then a couple minutes passes, and this guy, the cop, comes to my car. I had heard some commotion, but I didn't know what was up. And then the cop comes up to my car, and he's like, by the way, we found your gun. By the way. And I was like, what are you
They
talking
try to
about?
fuck you.
I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have a gun. And
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. It was under your seat. And I was like, nah, you're kidding, dude. Like, that's not my fucking gun. Like, pretty much. And I was like, he's like, oh, whatever, dude. And shuts the door. And then it goes from, like, everything's chill to, like, oh, my God, I'm Jason Bourne. I was like, I have to prove I'm innocent without sounding like I'm lying and being innocent. Like, I was like, they
Bitch, you're
think-
really innocent.
yeah, I was like, I'm straight up innocent. I didn't even know there was a gun in the
'Cause
car.
I know what you have.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't even know that was there. I've never seen it in my life, and I have to say that without sounding like I'm lying.
Yeah.
And they're not listening to me.
Of course they don't. They can legally lie to you.
Yeah, it was bullshit. And I was like, dude, I hope he's not telling them that that's mine. That's
That's the fucked part because a true friend.
yeah. And I know what happened. So, but anyway, I have to get to this kind of quick because I do have to go. But
It's 6:26,
Anyway.
my boy.
1 second. It's 6:26.
Yeah, we have an hour podcast. And we're doing strong. We're going good.
Anyway. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, fuck, this is fucked up. How am I going to sound like I'm telling the truth while telling the truth, but also hopefully not sounding like I'm lying?
Yeah.
Worrying about it. I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do? Bam! A drunk driver hits the back of the cop car that I'm in, going like 40, 50 miles an hour. My hands are handcuffed behind my back.
Not even strapped in or...
No. So I feel the full impact, and I'm like, and those seats are uncomfortable too.
Oh, yeah, they're fucking plastic.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over, and it's this guy, and he's like an Indian dude, and he, like, just looking at him one time before he even got out the car, I was like, he's fucked up.
That dude right there is
He was
fucked.
like wobbling, and he was like, oh, he was like in shock. And then the cops run. By the way, he hit the car so hard that it hit the car in front of me, which hit the car in front of it, which hit the car in front of it.
There's that many?
Yeah, there was like a cop car, and then the car we got pulled over in, and then a cop car in front of that.
So it hit the
All
car
the-
that you were pulled over in?
It hit the car I was in, which he
No,
hit
you
it
said the-
so... No, I know. He hit the cop car that I was in so hard that it hit the car in front of it, which was the car that I got pulled over in. And then it hit that car so hard that the car I got pulled over in hit the cop car in front of it. So he was going like 50 miles an hour at least down High Street, which is like 25, 30.
That's fucking horrible.
And so I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over, cops rush up to his car, just pull his ass out. They just like literally like, get the fuck on the ground, you dumbass motherfucker. And he's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. He's drunk as fuck, dude. You can hear him slurring. He's like, shut the fuck up. Do you know what you just did? Like he's like, they're freaking
Oh, I'm drunk.
Yeah, dude, he's fucked. He doesn't even know what world of hurt he just brought him on. By the way, there was a cop standing in front of the car all the way at the front. That car hit him and, like, apparently fucked his leg up. Like, he went into the ambulance. So that's how hard the cars got hit. The cop...
And you were the first one to be
Yeah,
hit.
exactly. And the car, him at the front of the whole line still got enough impact to where who knows what his intentions were, but he went into the ambulance.
Yeah.
Because he got hit by the cars.
That's horrible.
And they like cuff him on the ground and like drag him away. Who knows what happened to him? I would not be surprised if they did some fucking illegal shit.
Oh, yeah.
But and then
So you thought from there it would let you off? Or?
I was like, dude, it's crazy that just happened, and that's my lucky day, dude. I'm good. That's too much commotion. They're going to want to just let me away because I'm a passenger. They won't want to worry with all this extra paperwork.
Yeah.
Nope. I sat there for a minute. They come up, and they're like, do you need to go to the hospital? And I was like, I'm thinking like, part of me wants to go.
Okay, hold on. Before you go in, describe to me. Were you on the right side or left side when he hit?
I have a picture of it. I can send it for the podcast. I was on the right side of the car,
And he hit the left side.
and he hit the left side.
Okay.
Really hard, though.
Yeah. I'm not
Like, I have
saying.
back problems to this day.
I'm not saying it's like any better than
No,
that,
I know
but,
what
like,
you mean. And so he hit the car, and so I got a good view of what happened. And so a little bit afterwards, they come up, and they're like, you need to go to the hospital. Part of me was like, maybe I could just get out of this whole situation by going to the hospital. But then other part of me was like, I just want to get this over with because I'm sure once they get all our information, it'll just be done from here.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, I'm fine. Which I regret because then they had me sign paperwork. And I probably could have sued them or something.
Something.
And so I signed the paperwork that I was like, fine. And then we left. No. So yeah, they were like, all right, cool. And then my friend that was driving tried to be like, no, I do need to go to the hospital. And they checked him, and they're like, you're fine.
So he was what?
He didn't even get hit. I don't
Really?
even know what car he was in, but he was definitely towards the front.
Okay. So you got all the impact.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so then, long story short, they like search both of us. Everything's fine. And then I hear that they're taking us downtown to like the jail.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck. And they, by the way, I'm sorry. It just hit me that I'm like,
I'm fucked.
it's 6:30.
It's 6:31 and you should be.
Concert started.
Yeah.
I need to get,
You
anyway,
need to get.
so they get me out, put me into another cop car, take us both downtown to this cop building, or
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. So they take me into a jail,
Yeah.
and we're waiting in the
So
bottom.
you're in a cell.
Well, no. They take us to this parking garage, right? And it's underneath like where the jailhouse is and the courthouse is and everything.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there for like 30 minutes. I don't know what for, but they had us sitting there for a second. And I'm waiting for them to like do whatever they're going to do next. And then they get ready and they bring us both in. We're walking down this hallway, and like it's literally like an episode of fucking 60 Days In. Like I'm getting booked. And I'm like, what the fuck's about to happen?
Yeah.
'Cause still, keep in mind, I'm like, I had never even
You're
seen
good.
a gun.
You have a medical cord. You have.
I'd done nothing wrong.
Yeah, you have nothing wrong. Yeah. It's not your
But
weapon
they're
or
trying
anything.
to at least what they're telling me is that they believe the gun is mine.
Yes.
And so I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. And I didn't think it was going to get this far. And so I'm like in this jailhouse, and they put us in a waiting room, like a couple stories up. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting fingerprinted. Like, they're fingerprinting me, and I don't think they took a mugshot. I think they just took fingerprints, and I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, what? Like, am I about to spend the night in jail?
Yeah.
Because at this point, it's 3 a.m. And I do feel like it's necessary to say it was really pissing me off because at the time, when I got pulled over, my idea of how the night was going to go was that I was going to go to my house, come back to the hotel, and there was a girl waiting to get in the pool with me. So I imagined that the night would be sick.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm like getting booked. And I'm like, fuck. Because I was like, I'm definitely going to like have a good night.
Yeah.
She literally is like, let's go to the pool, just me and you. And I was like, that's sick.
Yeah, of course.
And so I'm like, they're taking my fingerprints, and I'm like, fuck, this is the first time I've ever been fingerprinted. I'm mad that they have my fingerprints. And I remember thinking that. And then the ink just stays on your fingers. By the way, forgot to mention, in the car that they towed was my phone.
Oh, fuck.
So
Yeah, I remember hitting you up multiple fucking times.
yeah,
No
'cause,
response.
backstory, which I probably should have said. You're at this hotel.
Yes.
You're at the hotel waiting for me to get back, and to him, to Marquise, it just looks like I just left.
Yeah, because I'm like, what the? Because you were supposed to go get something special, and then come back, and we were supposed to have a good time.
Yeah, and now at this point, it's like an hour and a half has passed.
Yes.
And you guys are probably like, bro just ditched us.
Yeah, literally.
Go back to episode 1, and you'll get little extra details about what happened this night. But yeah, so I'm in the jailhouse, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm fucked up. I keep calling it the jailhouse. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
And so they take my fingerprints, and then they bring me into like an interrogation room, like a waiting room.
Okay.
And I'm sitting in there like, what the fuck is about to happen?
Yeah. Cop
And then-
comes in.
And then this woman cop comes in,
Okay.
and she's like a detective.
Okay.
And she is the most like stereotypical, like, I'm going to get in your head and manipulate you into thinking you can tell me anything and you'll be okay, just so I can get every piece of information from you type shit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I'm innocent. So I'm like, I have nothing to hide. And so I'm in this waiting room, this lady comes in and she starts talking to me and she was like, yeah, like I can tell everything she's doing is to manipulate me. But I'm like, look, lady, I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, I have
And
my
she's
med
like-
card. It's
she's
not my
like,
gun.
Did you know about the gun? I was like, no. I've never seen that gun in my life.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was in there. I didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
And they're like, so like when we look for fingerprints on the gun, like we won't find any of your fingerprints. I'm like, no.
Fucking fingerprint me.
They had already fingerprinted me.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never touched the thing. I have no idea whose it is. And the whole time I'm like, is this other guy trying to tell them that it's mine?
Yours? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
So I tell them all, pretty much that's the gist of it. I was like, I don't know whose it is. Meanwhile, I know it's his.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was in the car. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea it was in there. But I'm like, oh, since it was in there, it was his. And I was like, I've never touched it. I've never seen it. I don't know whose it is. Apparently, he said the same thing. He didn't know whose it was, quote unquote, and blah, blah, blah. And so we both said the same thing. And they're like, all right, well, we'll just do fingerprints and find out.
Go ahead.
I was like, sick. And so this lady detective was like, all right, since you've been nice and everything, like, I'll make sure that the police like can get you a ride home. Well, she asked me if I had a ride home. I was like, no, like I'm kind of stuck here. And she's like, okay, well, I can get them to take you back and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, thank you. Wait a couple minutes, and then the cops come in. They're like, all right, you guys are free to go. They walk us to the door. And I'm like expecting like to get in the car with them. And they open the door and they're like, all right, have a good night.
So they fucked you over.
And we're downtown Columbus. I don't have a phone. He doesn't have a phone. It's in the car that got towed. And that's it. And it's like 4:30 in the morning. So they're just like, all right, have a good night. And I was like, you guys aren't taking us home like she said? They're like, no. I was like, all right. And it was not warm. It was cold. And so we had to, literally, I was asking homeless people if they had a phone that I could call my dad on. And we did that for like an hour. And we finally made our way to a Tim Hortons that was open. And they let us call and call and call. And then finally my dad picked up to come pick us up. But that was like a mile of walking just randomly downtown Columbus, asking like anybody we came across at 4 a.m. for a phone. And then we finally get back and like get picked up by my dad, and we had to like figure out how to get our phones back from the car and everything. It was a big heap of bullshit.
Yeah.
And pretty much the reason I tell this story is because back at the first episode, I sucked at telling it, and I didn't feel comfortable telling any of it. So it's a retelling of it.
I mean, you already been through everything.
And it's a celebration of 76 episodes.
76 fucking episodes.
More to come in our first sponsorship location.
Yeah, we're sitting here.
It's a good time. Check out Caddys Delight. Get the Hooli juice. It's my favorite drink
And the Keith
here.
juice.
Tequila Tuesdays. Brisket,
more.
all that good stuff. Check it out. Come play some games. Have a good night. I have to take a piss.
Me fucking too.
So love you and ciao.
Love you. Check out Scheuneman.
Scheunemanbrand.com, buddy.